Take it away, buddy.
There he is.
Oh, morning, you guys. Look here. Look at all of these Romneys. Yeah, that's right. We've got a Sherry and a Daniel and Nixon here as well. Nixon is a full-blown surfer. Oh, who's joining us?
Kinsley.
Hi, Kinsley. Now, Kinsley looks to be in the 3-year-old range. And how old is Nixon?
9.5.
Very good. Well, he's got the complete surf look going. Tell me a little bit about Nixon's story. We're here because we're surfing with Nixon. He's got some challenges, but you tell me about him.
He has multiple diagnoses. He's profoundly deaf, he has cerebral palsy, and he has autism, and that's why we're here today, is to help support those that have autism.
Yeah. Well, you tell me, how did the surfing start for you, Daniel?
Well, I was a dad trying to get therapy for my son when there was a huge waiting list, and never knew. It was about 4 years, and I'm like, we've got to do something. So we put together the Surfing with Nixon, and it's just been taking off ever since.
This is great. Well, why don't you guys get in the water? We'll watch Dad and Nixon get after it. And tell me a little bit about what's happening now. You've got a lot of friends here supporting your family. What are they up to, and how can everybody else get involved?
We have all the support, just setting up donations and getting all the funds to put together Surfing with Nixon, so other kids.
And what does that mean for folks at home? What is Surfing with Nixon? A big day at Big Surf, right?
A big day at Big Surf where you can enjoy the water with your family. There's a lot of kids with autism who love playing in the water. It has great sensory input, and so they can come out here a day just for their special kiddos to have fun and enjoy themselves.
Well, I'm sure you're a Big Surf veteran. I don't know of anything that kids of all kinds enjoy more than a day here. I'm sure Nixon probably has a lot of his own friends here today, right?
Yes.
Well, tell me what time people should come out. What can they expect once they get here?
It opens up at 1. It goes from 1 to 8. We have time slots available for those who are wanting to surf, and those are just for the kids that have a diagnosis of autism, but their family are also welcome to come and play at the rest of the park because the whole park's open. So whether you're surfing in the wave pool, you can go down the slides, play in the kiddie area, have food, just sit around and watch and have fun.
Gotcha. And when you say surfing, you really mean it. And I love Big Surf because they've got real instructors out here that can take you from zero to surfing. How are you at surfing, by the way?
Well, I got up the first time on the board and my husband couldn't, so I'd have to say I'm pretty...
Isn't that all that matters?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Well, thanks, Sherry, so much for sharing your story. And really quickly, we just have a couple of seconds left. Nixon, I'm sure, as you mentioned, is a big challenge for you and your family. Tell me about, well, what are some of the triumphs that you've seen, or what's some of the high points, or as you look down the road?
I think some of the high points of him having this diagnosis, even though it's a challenge, is that most of the time he's just happy. Yeah. And that's the most important thing for me and my husband, is just seeing him happy, and most of the time he is. And that's what's the most important thing for us, is to make sure he's taken care of and he's just overall happy.
You are a mom and a half. Very good. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Surfing with Nixon from 1 o'clock on today at Big Surf. If you've never surfed before, why not give it a try right here, where they can get you up and going, maybe the first time, like Sherry Romney. We can't all be a Sherry Romney. You understand.
Right? Of course.
You can get yourself going. See you guys.
Thanks, Cor. All right, we're going to check in with Cory one last time.
Hey, Cor.
Good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. You know what I love? I love a charity event. I love a silent auction, and I love volunteers who make things happen. And the good news is, we already met Nixon Romney, and this is his dad, Daniel. And you've got 85 sisters, from what it seems like. Introduce everybody here.
I do. So I got Sherry, Debbie, Christy, Tammy, and then those are my 2 sisters and brother-in-laws, and then nieces and nephews.
Boy, you are a great bunch, but this thing's not going to set itself up, so yeah, off to work. Yeah. Go. Thanks for all your help. Now, as we walk down the long line, I can't believe how many items you've got here. This is your 4th year for this event, Surfing with Nixon. Tell us who Nixon is, your boy, and why surfing, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, so we got Nixon involved. He was on a waiting list for therapy for for 4 years, and we had no luck.
Because he is deaf. He has autism, right?
And cerebral palsy.
Boy, oh boy. Every day a challenge, I'm sure. But boy, he's a happy guy. We were talking to him a little bit earlier when we were on the air. Now, tell me what's going to be happening today. How can people help you guys out?
So today we got the whole Big Surf rented out. We have sponsors from Bashas, Turner, Vivint, Big Surf, Hurley, CPI, Caterpillar, and all these sponsors have helped us be able to raise money to be able to host this event here. The best thing for it is we are completely booked full for the surfing therapy this year, but the whole park is open, and we'd love to have families come in and enjoy the park and support our foundation and, you know, enjoy themselves.
I love the whole idea. And when you say surfing therapy, you mean it. In fact, here comes Nixon now with his surf coach. Hey, Mr. Howard, slide over here in the sunshine with us, would you?
Alrighty.
Come on over here. Yeah, Nixon, you get with your pop there. Tell me, what kind of good can surfing do for a guy like Nixon?
Well, from what I've learned from Daniel, his dad, is that these kids have their sensory input that they get from, it will be our adrenaline rush, and they love water. It's known that kids who have ASD love water. Mm-hmm. When they get out in these waves, you see the joy in their face. I mean, it's irreplaceable. When you get comments from parents saying this is the best half hour of the kid's year, and they haven't heard their kid laugh for 3 years, 2 or 3 years, being out here in the water, you can see what type of effect it has on these wonderful children.
Well, I love it. So people can come down at 1 o'clock today. How much to get in?
It's $30 for the family, so please come in, enjoy it. We have route.
Everything's open, by the way, all the rides. You'll have a great time. Surfing with Nixon, everybody. Come do it today at Big Surf.